Hey, this is Irvin Griffin, and in the spirit of video creators like The Champs and Shama King 100, I'm here to do a review on a TV episode. Last time I did one of these videos, I did it on The Incredible Hulk, the pilot episode starring Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby. This time, I'm doing it on a season of Power Rangers, or rather one episode of Power Rangers. And that would be the one that actually got me back into it. Now, I used to watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when I was in college during its early years, up through the end of Zeo. But then after that, I kind of fell off of it until Power Rangers Time Force came on, and that got me back into it. Well, the episode I'm going to look at today was the time they teamed with the previous season's team, which was Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. So let's get into that. We begin this episode as Vipra from Lightspeed Rescue is rising from the grave. She goes to this museum to get this artifact, but discovers that she is unable to grab it. As she leaves, the Silver Guardians, led by the Quantum Ranger Eric Myers, shows up, but pretty much gets their butts handed to them by Vipra. The Time Force Rangers show up, but Vipra has long fled the scene. Yo, Eric, what happened? What do you think, fool? Your help could have showed up a little bit sooner. Meanwhile, Vipra goes and finds Time Force Ops Ranzik and his crew and strikes up a deal with him. Help her get that artifact and she'll help him take out his Rangers. The Time Force Rangers decide to take a shot at stopping Vipra, but this time she's got Ranzik and his crew with her, and they easily get the artifact and wipe the floor with the Time Force Rangers. Luckily for Time Force, look who pulls up.
You're gonna need my help.
And who are you?
Carter Grayson, Lightspeed Rescue, Red Ranger.
Yep, it's Captain America of the Power Rangers franchise himself, Carter Grayson. He explains to the Time Force Rangers, hey, no offense, but your stuff ain't gonna against this. You might know mutants, but you know all about demons. So Carter puts in a call to his whole crew, and they are all in, except for Joel's punk ass. Luckily for Carter, Dr. Fairweather makes sure that Joel gets his behind out there. Anyway, Carter takes Wes with him to try to get the artifact while the other Time Rangers are on standby. They manage to get it, but Viper and Ranzik are 3 steps ahead of them. They capture the Time Force, and even when Jennifer Collins, ooh, yeah, that's definitely not right. Whoops, let me try this again. Jen Scott tells Carter to smash it. Carter is too noble to sacrifice the Time Force to take out this potentially evil situation. Hence why he's Captain America, but it may have cost him here. Viper now has the artifact and uses it to call some super demon from a hell dimension. Just as they go in to take out Carter and the other Rangers, Carter's team pulls up with pieces drawn and ready. And they even got Eric from Time Force and their very own American Ranger himself, Ryan the Titanium Ranger. So now they're all together. And I must say, on a personal note, both Time Force and Lightspeed have some of the cleanest transformations ever in the franchise. Not to mention the quickest and most practical. They get into it, and while they're throwing hands, both the Quantum and Titanium Rangers say and stuff and pull out their gats and take out the demons with a quickness. Meanwhile, their comrades are doing the martial arts thing, but Eric is like, guys, you got freaking weapons, use them. So he gives them a visual aid and goes into his mega battle mode. Chad and Joel sees this and say, okay, we see you. And they pull out their big guns. The rest of the Rangers on both teams get the memo and start pulling out their pieces, both small and big, and are sending the demons to the afterlife. Well, Viper in this fight doesn't go home empty-handed, as she does get the better of Wes, the Red Time Ranger. Carter sees this and says, but he ain't running nowhere as he pulls out his own Red Ranger upgrade. Wes gets the hint and fires up his upgrade too. Now we see Joel, Chad, Wes, Carter, and Eric, all with their upgraded weapons, and their teammates have their pieces out as well, as Vipra and her super demon is running up on them. Gotta give it to Vipra and the super demon. They ain't going there like no bitch. But they went out. After the battle, the Rangers strike a pose and exchange gifts, in the form of their uniforms. And I must say, those jackets look clean as hell on the Time Force crew. They should have asked Carter and company for a version of those jackets for themselves. Would have definitely made for a better cover. And the Time Rangers escort the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers back to Mariner Bay. Let me say, this is one of my guilty pleasure episodes. It's not the best team up episode, but it's far from the worst team up episode. See Power Rangers Mega Force and the big battle. But there was a couple of problems I did have with this episode when I put my actual logical brain to it. Let's see what they are. Now, Viper coming back from the dead and knowing about the artifact and everything, cool. I can even see her teaming up with Ranzik to go against the Time Force Rangers and her own Lightspeed Rangers. But here's my thing. How would she even know about Ranzik or the Time Force Rangers? She's been dead for 1 year. I'm just saying, maybe I overthink this. I know I'm supposed to turn my brain off and everything, but how am I supposed to know about this? How's she supposed to know about this, rather? How's she supposed to? She's been dead for 1 year. She's been feeding the worms for 1 year. Just saying.
You're gonna need my help.
And who are you?
Carter Grayson, Lightspeed Rescue, Red Ranger.
Okay, I showed you that clip just for context. Now, I realize Wes is from the present day, while the other four are from the future. But you would think in studying to be Time Force cops, not to mention Power Rangers, you would think there would be some kind of history study on the past Rangers. I mean, you would think they would know who Lightspeed Rescue was, or one of them would recognize him, maybe from historical data. Just saying. That whole "who are you?" What, did Jennifer flunk history or something? I mean, at least, even Wes, because it's pretty much established that Silver Hills and Mariner Bay are not that far from each other, and their identities are publicly known. You're trying to tell me Wes has never even heard of Lightspeed, even if he is new to the Power Ranger game? Just saying. Yeah, not to mention there was a part, and I'm not going to show it here, but there was a part where he mentioned, "I got some friends that can help." And then when the other Lightspeed Rescue Rangers show up, she goes, "Oh, who are they?" Who you think? They're wearing jackets just like Carter. Who you think they are? I'm just saying. Oh my God. Well, I hope you got some enjoyment out of that. I just want to have a little fun with something, right, from what I usually do, the stuff I usually do. I mean, I'm no the champs, I'm no Shama King or some of them other guys. They're much better at it than me, but hey, I just wanted to do something different and fun. Maybe I'll just stick to the old school shows like the one I did on The Incredible Hulk. But yeah, that full episode is on YouTube. So if you like, I can leave a link to it down in the comment section. It'll be a pinned comment section if you want to go look at that full episode. Anyway, I'm out.